Hi there. Through this video, I would like to describe for you what we're doing in creating a Smartxt demonstration chapter. The first step is students are getting their textbook or their chapter in a digital format that not only they can see, but they can also hear. So for example, if I put the cursor in the beginning of this text, and then I drag up here to this read button and click, I'll hear the text.
Langston Hughes, 1902. 1967, was born in Joplin, Missouri, to a prominent African-American family.
And then I stop, and that turns it back to a read button. Beyond students just being able to hear their text and be able to interact with it, the next step that we're doing that's really core to this project is we're helping instructors add voice notes into their text to help guide students on how to strategically approach their texts. When we work with faculty, the main thing we're getting them to think about is not giving direction on what to do, but more exposing the students to the instructor's thinking process. So when I work with faculty, what I'm doing is I'm having them think beyond just telling students what to do, but how do they approach it? If a term is important, instead of just saying to the student, pay attention to these terms or highlight the main topic, I want to ask the instructor why. Well, that helps me if I highlight, for example, if I highlight the main topics, then when I go study, I can quickly go through and know what to focus on. Or maybe I highlight terms that are important because then I know it gives me a point to focus on, and then when I'm reading, it's helping me clue back to that point. That is the information I'm trying to get teachers to put into the text, not telling the students what to do, but why they are doing it. So here's an example that I did with an English instructor at Laney College, and I was working with him, helping him think about how he explores or how he approaches a text. And here's an example of what he did. So I'm going to double click on this text footnote to hear his note.
I skip this biographical paragraph and introduction and go right to the essay. Look for the yellow sticky note that says, essay begins here. If something in the essay sparks questions about the historical or cultural context, I would then come back to this biographical note. Likewise, if I find myself having trouble comprehending part or all of the essay, I would then come back to the editor's introductory passage and see if it helps.
See, this is a perfect note, in my opinion, because one, he's using I statements. This is what I would do. And he's saying, you know, before he starts reading, he doesn't just start with this text because it's there. He wants to come back to this introduction after he has it more in context. He has a reason for it, and it will mean more to him then. So he's showing a critical thinking process for how to approach the textbook. It does not mean that every student will do it his way, but we're basically helping the students see here is a strategy for reading rather than just sitting down and passively reading or sitting down and doing what I tell you to do, which is another way of being passive. What I'm trying to do is help teachers see what is their thinking process, why do they do what they do, and how to put those thoughts into the text. And that is the most difficult part and the most intriguing part of this whole process. Thank you.